This year we commemorate 80 years since start of devastating Second World War, terrible conflict which costs million lives. During times of that war, Paris was an epitome of human patience, lust of conquest, contradictions of collaboration, bravery of resistance, happiness of final liberation. All those emotions were embodied into one city. This period of Paris history left its footprints also in the history of intellectual property.
Hi, I'm Igor Nevzorov. Welcome to Copyrighted Dreams.
Early morning, as it now, June 23rd, 1940. Adolf Hitler, for the first and only time in his life, visited Paris. Exactly from that place, Trocadero, he made his iconic photo demonstrating his that time European domination. From Copyrighted Dreams perspective, main question, never widely discussed before, is how all those territories incorporated into that time Germany were governed by trademark or patent law. For example, if someone from occupied France or Austria needed to file a trademark, whether it was required to file application to National Patent Office or to Patent Office of Germany. Today we will share results of our performed research. It was discovered that just 3 days before Hitler visited Paris, a special memorandum was addressed to the German government. It was specifically related to the intellectual property issues. It was proposed to arrange unified trademark and patent jurisdiction for all European countries incorporated into that time Germany. German Patent Office was intended to be the only patent authority responsible for intellectual property issues over those territories. Until that moment, each occupied territory enjoyed its own trademark or patent law, which, however, could be subject for the review from German administration or German Supreme Court perspectives. There are numerous evidences national trademark offices for performing their registration procedures during all the period of German occupation. In the Register of Norway there are trademarks registered both before German invasion and just after occupation started. There are even trademarks which were registered on the first day Oslo, capital of Norway, was attacked by German forces, and on the following days when war spread across the country. Even global military conflict was not an obstacle for the registration of trademarks. All intellectual property unification proposals Hitler was considering, enjoying view of Eiffel Tower from Trocadero, were postponed till final peace agreement between all European powers to be signed. Occupied territories enjoyed their independence at least in the field of trademarks and patents. Peace agreement in Europe was not signed until May 1945, and it was signed on the oppositely other terms and conditions Hitler planned to achieve. European intellectual property harmonization was implemented significantly later within development of the European Union. Trocadero now is a tourist and cultural landmark. No one here remembers Hitler, who, being poisoned by lust of conquest, was considering intellectual property issues here. Trademark and patent harmonization is likely performed now not by means of tanks or brutal force, but by means of agreement of all countries and their mutual consent. Trocadero is a place which can remind us also about such experience. Exactly on that place, half-century before Hitler, first International Congress headed by Victor Hugo arranged its first meeting. It was initially discussion about global international copyright treaty, signed several years later in Switzerland and widely known today under the name of Berne Convention. Paris is not only a place where Hitler dreamed over enforcement of unified trademark system over occupied territories. Same moment, early morning June 23rd, 1940, just a mile from Trocadero, another person came to his office. He will be accused in collaboration with enemies several years later. He will also save Paris fashion industry and French fashion know-how from being infringed. His name was Lucien Lelong. We will cover his story in our next part of Copyrighted Dreams. Join us on Instagram and YouTube for more series and more stories related both to intellectual property law and history of humankind from the places where important events occurred.